I'm Charlie Mitchell with Charlie Mitchell's Modern Pub. I'm one of the partners with Greg McGill and Hal Walker, and it's just great to be back in business again. I was born in Scotland and I played professional soccer in Scotland for 5 years. And I got the opportunity to come to America and come to New York and play in New York. It was supposed to be just for a temporary, just to come over here and see what it was like. It didn't take me too long to realize that this is the place I wanted to live. So basically I came to Tulsa with the uniforms and the soccer balls, and I'm probably in the hamper to get here to Tulsa. And we were the first professional soccer team in Oklahoma. When I was younger, players would retire when they were 27, 28. Now players, good high-level soccer players, are playing all the way to the 35 and 36. It's about taking care of their body. Basically that makes them just much better players and makes their lifestyle last a little bit longer. In 1976 we were at Yankee Stadium, we were playing against the Miami Toros, and I crossed the ball and Pele scored on a bicycle kick. And if you can recall, that's the bicycle kick it used to be in Wide World of Sports. The thrill of victory and agony of defeat. So the sad thing about it was you just saw my foot and you saw Pele score. So I just always wish they could have rolled the reel back just a wee bit more so they might have saw it was me, because it's on YouTube and a lot of people know about it, but I still have a few people saying, how did we know that was really you? Well, I guess you just have to look at my foot. There's my foot. So that was probably the biggest thing in my highlight in my career. But the same thing is coming to Tulsa. We came here as soccer players in a state that's basically football, and we ended up getting 20, 25,000 people at Skelly Stadium at that time. So that was a huge lift, and then I became the head coach here. So I'd say that coming to Tulsa, my kids getting a good education here, and ended up being in the restaurant business here. So it's just been a little bit of a fairy tale story. Well, that's the whole idea behind Charlie Mitchell's Restaurant and Pub, is that we're looking for families. We encourage people to come in with young kids. We don't care if the crackers fall on the floor, we'll clean the crackers up. Being a dad and being at that age group, you hate to bring your young kids into a restaurant in case they cry. We encourage that. We've got high chairs, we've got booster chairs. So it's a family style restaurant. And at the same time is that we encourage people to come in a warm up or come in a suit. It's the same atmosphere. You can feel comfortable if you get jeans on, if you're coming from church on a Sunday. So we try to cover every aspect, but being really, really frank with you, the honesty is that a good meal at a fair price. And that's what everybody's looking for, especially in this economy. And right now, the fish and chips is a tradition at Charlie Mitchell's. Everybody loves the fish and chips. We've got the shepherd's pie, and we do we got the Monte Cristo, which is not a Scottish thing, but we found out it was very popular. So we make it a Tulsa thing, a Tulsa American thing. So we tried very hard to bring some of the old stuff back here, but the same thing is you're in America, so it's hard to beat a hamburger, get a good, nice, juicy hamburger, and also get a good steak or a good salad. So we've got a mixture of everything in here that will hopefully, the customers dictate what we sell. What they like, that's what we go for. We try to push that to them. I like to be here as much as I can and make it possible. It's nice to shake hands. Like I said, Greg McGill and Hal Walker, they're my partners in this deal, and they've done all the work, and I'm seem to be getting the credit for it, but that's just the way it works out. So we'll go and it's always been like that, so I'm not going to stop it working. Well, actually, Tulsa picked me. I was fortunate enough to come here as a soccer player, then ended up a professional coach here, and my kids went to school here. And it's such a good place. I used to give this example, and I think most people might realize the example is, when I lived in New York, people would say, "Hi Charlie, good to see you, we'll need to invite you over for dinner," and then you'd never hear from them. But Tulsa was nothing like that. Tulsa in Oklahoma, somebody said they're going to invite you over for dinner, they actually invited you over for dinner. The people here were so friendly. I think it was just a nice place to live, nice place to be involved, a great community. Supported me as a soccer player, as a soccer coach, and supported me in the restaurant business. So it was a no-brainer just to stay in Tulsa. I didn't find any place any better.